everyone, it is the History Nerd back with some more Austrian adventures in Crusader Kings 2. So, last we left, I surreptitiously, I'm gonna say, because that's a word that rarely gets utilized in this modern day we live in, modern day and age. I surreptitiously killed Kaiser Philip the Great and became the Holy Roman Emperor. Exciting times in the von Babenberg line. I do believe that is our most successful, if not our first. I mean, I think it was our first assassination. And turns out pretty damn successful too. So, yeah. We got a few things to do on our checklist. Let's just take a look at what's going on here. We'll start over at this end. Weak claims. I don't think there's anything we want to press. Prussia's too far out. Skane, Lyon, Bedford, Dorset, Lancaster, Pest. Well, no, we might be able to give the Hungarians a run for their money. That's something to keep in the back of my head. Okay, we will keep that in the back of my head. What else we got? Sardinia and Kildare and Foix. No, don't really care. Losing the Holy Roman Emperor title, that's to be expected. I highly doubt we'll be able to change this, because I really don't think all the vassals are going to like me. Such things just are impossible, as far as I know. We could nominate a successor, though. And we should nominate... Who is my heir? Ruprecht. So we will nominate him. Why not? We'll see if we can gain some support for that. If not, the Bavarian Duke is just fine with me. I think we've got fairly good relations. I mean, he really likes me. That's all that matters. Alright. Now, the interesting thing, I did a little playthrough. We can just unpause this and actually get some time going. Yay. I did a little playthrough after I uploaded this video just to see the mechanics of the Holy Roman Empire, because I've never actually played as one in Crusader Kings 2. It's always intimidated me. And for good reason. There's a hell of a lot of things to do here. We're going to have to be careful with our succession policy once we create the Kingdom of Bavaria. It goes Gavelkind. So when Ruprecht here actually took the throne for me in that other playthrough, he only had Österreich. All the other counties went to all my other kitties, because I got a lot of them. So I'm going to want to try and concentrate on switching that around, just to make my life easier. So yeah. That's something I'm going to have to keep in the back of my head. Other than that, I mean, it really doesn't matter. We still don't have enough money to create that kingdom title, but we're pretty damn close, so that's good. There's somebody we can imprison. I'm not sure. He's excommunicated. Okay, so where are you at then? We're just gonna leave him. I don't really feel the need that I have to go off and imprison a bunch of people, so that's fine. Carthinia and Thuringia, we'll just leave those for now. We got a couple of dangerous factions. You know, obviously people would rather have someone else on the throne, but I have a feeling I'm fairly popular enough to keep this going just for a little while. So we'll see, is there any... I guess it's all a matter of who we select here. So we could, for example, give Duke Magnus here an honorary title. Considering how important he is, we might want to just make him Master of the Hunt, I think. It's a very important position. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Just remember who likes you. And obviously, we're trying to build up a power base in the South German lands. So, South Germany unite! Woo! Hector, thank you very much for the kind words. Feels pretty damn good to pull this kind of thing off. I gotta say, that assassination was pretty fun to get set up, and the fact that it worked is just amazing. Quite enjoy that. And Sir Big BB, it is an honor, an absolute honor, to bring the Imperial Crown back to where it belongs in Austria. Now, I do believe we've got a bit of a war going on in the south here. You can see we're at war with Susa. So, we've got an army down here. Really, though, we need some commanders here. Friedrich and Emmelrich. There we go. Babenbergs represent. And then... So we got this going on. Retaking Pisa. That sounds lovely. That group is headed to Brescia. I don't think I'll be able to get over there. But once we retake Pisa here, or Arezzo, I should say, not Pisa, we'll start pushing around down in here, and we should probably make a push in Genoa up here as well. So we'll just march this big army over to Cremona. We'll figure out what they're doing in Brescia, probably just laying siege, and then we'll sort that out as time comes. Now, yes, still not able to create it, although it is in yellow. I have a feeling that's just because that's what I had selected. That might be why. Alright, so Blowfly, first off, never ever 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 apologize for leaving comment spam. Comment spam is very much appreciated, especially with somebody as knowledgeable as yourself, sir. That is very helpful. Now, and yeah, it has been the most successful murder. I think it's the best way to gain power, honestly. We showed him who's boss. The old Emperor, he knows now. He knows what's... Well, I mean, obviously he doesn't know, no, he's dead. But everyone else knows that you don't mess with the Babenbergs. When we want the crown, we get the crown. So hopefully that will be a lesson to all of my followers. So let's see. A white piece, eh? We don't really get anything, but Duke Michael here, my brother-in-law, sucker, loses a lot of prestige and things, so we'll just accept that. We don't really need to be at war at the moment, and then we can just disband the standing armies we've got and make our vassals much more pleased with us. First things first, I actually don't have the DLC to work the retainer system. So, while your tips and comments would certainly be helpful if I could use it, I can't. So, you know, that's... Where's... Where is that? There it is. What? You say I have 300 raised, and that's... Oh, it must be... Yes, okay, so that's... What's the word I'm looking for? Mercenaries! Yeah, there we go. It's mercenaries. I guess we can leave them standing. We're probably pulling in enough money that we can afford to have one mercenary army just up and about. In case. So yeah, I'm not able to use the retainer system. I might go off and get the DLC for it. I'm not sure. But, you know. Maybe. We'll see. Okay. I believe... Oh, come on. Frustrating system. Finally! Yes! Alright. We are about to create the Kingdom of Bavaria. Finally! Excellent! Okay! So that's lovely. Now, we can see right away we're losing a bunch of counties. So if we go take a look at the laws of Bavaria, it's Gavelkind. We're going to want to change that. So the first thing we're going to need to do... Whoops! go to Imperial, and set the Crown Authority to High. I have a feeling we'll be able to get enough support for it. Then, after 10 years, provided Sighard II here can survive that long, we'll be able to change, hopefully, the laws of Bavaria to at least make it seniority. Even an elective monarchy would be okay. Gavelkind is just going to really screw us over. So, hopefully that changes. But if you take a look, King of Bavaria. Woohoo! Finally! So I wish I could get the mods to work so that they'd be save game compatible. Unfortunately, I have yet to figure out how to do that. But, yes, if I could, this would be the title of the King of Austro-Bavaria. So in your heads, let's just think that it was and is the King of Austro-Bavaria. So we see High Crown Authority passed. Excellente. Prince Ruprecht is actually the leading heir. So we might be able to keep the Imperial crown in Austria just a little while longer. Which would be pretty cool. Pretty cool. And then we're going to have to figure this out, because that's just not going to work. The last thing I need is to have... Whoa, what's going on with that cursor there? It's like a bunch of ladders or something. Probably my too quick scurrying around, whatever. Alright, so, and the Sunset Invasion. Every time and everything I see about that looks just amazing. Who wants independence? Way over there? Man, yeah, you can have it. The Empire's too big anyway. I've toyed with the idea that maybe... There we go, we're away from ladders. I could dissolve the Holy Roman Empire, but I don't think that's possible without, you know, driving it literally to pieces. So I think I'm just going to keep it as is. If I can create other king titles, maybe to weaken it, but let them rot. But I haven't really thought that one fully through yet. So we'll just wait and see. Yeah, Sunset Invasion looks cool. I'm going to have to do a series on that once I'm done. Maybe with the Grand Campaign, maybe once I move further on into EU3, I'm not sure yet. But it looks insane. That's definitely in Ireland, or basically... I guess you could get away with another Austria, but you don't want to be in Spain. Whoa, what's going on here? Whoa, the Hospitallers are going crazy up in Portugal. You definitely don't want to be in Spain or France, from my understanding, because you'll just get your ass kicked. But it looks really cool. So I'm really thinking of doing a playthrough of that, because that looks amazing. And the latest DLC, much requested... My liege, my working crane has done something. Oh! I didn't even realize I was doing that. Thank you, Michael. Do we want to push this? Probably not. Like, I don't think, even as the Emperor, that I can declare war. But I wonder if I could go to him and just be like, look... Why is Ebhard V immune to hostile action? That seems curious. Curious indeed. We'll just let it go, and we'll take you, and I don't know, with Bohemia. The other king in the empire. Alrighty. Good. I like your idea too about transferring into EU4. Apparently, the rumor is that Paradox is actually going to have a save game converter for CK2 and EU4, which would be amazing. To have that just as part of the game, so that it's not modded in, so that it will work perfectly and all that. So that's got me really interested. Thomas has arrested an armed man with ragged armor and a spotty horse. He says that the man claims to be a hedge knight. Clearly a bandit. More prestige. We're going for a prestige victory here. Methinks. Yeah, the only issue is EU4 comes out in Q3 of 2013, so I'm really going to have to drag this playthrough out if I want these last 200 years to basically take months. I don't think that's going to happen. Unfortunately, it would be really cool if I could, but I don't think that's going to happen. So we're just going to have to make do with the user-created save game converter and hope that that works. I'm not sure if it will, but, you know, if I've got to do some modding, at least I'll have a chance to rename the kingdom. That's really all that matters to me. And, yeah, the AI, I mean, in this case, now that I'm the Emperor, that might not really be a bad thing. Although I have a feeling most of the armies are going to be Imperial-controlled anyway. But if I'm able to send Imperial troops out to, what's going on here? These are my people, right? Is that not owned by my people? Not really sure what's going on up there, but we'll send some Imperial troops to help. Because why not? Maybe we can just attach this Imperial army of Captain Mikhail to the Pomeranian army. Who knows? We might give it a shot. And Comrade Dan. Okay, next opportunity I have to have a Happy Dwarf wedding, I will do it just for you. Who wants independence? Is it still just him? You can leave, really. Like, if you get there, I'm not going to fight you to keep you in. That would be craziness. Luke Ludwig of Triel, huh? So why on earth can I arrest you? Ah, because he's the leader of a plot. Because that would be a pretty cool thing to do, is just revoke his title. I don't know if I'd rather have Innsbruck or the Duchy of Triel there. That's something to consider. If I could just get Innsbruck, that would not be bad at all. I'd be A-okay with that. Where's my... So if I just send him, like, to suppress revolts, right, now that he's in there, I might have a better chance at imprisoning him. It's a shame, because he's got a very high opinion of me. But gaining that land would be super helpful. Huh. Huh. Something to consider. I'll mull that over while I play through here. Speaking of Triel, maybe once I gain this, toss in an eagle in between the crown of Bavaria and Austria. I don't know, it just might be something to try. Because it seems like if the two crown flag is missing one thing, it's an eagle. And that's, you know, might be an idea, depending, because that way would have the three major counties represented, and who cares about Istra, you know? Well, what are we going to put up there? A couple of crosses? That seems ridiculous. Another eagle, but we've got that covered with Triel, so... Yeah, maybe an eagle. I didn't even notice the white banding either. I took a look, I saw the two crowns, everything looked good to me, so I was like, we're good to go. But if you want to do a second draft of it, cool. I'm certainly not going to complain. Because already your work is much, much better than anything I've ever come up with. So thank you again for that hard work on the flag, and yeah, if you've got any tweaks or changes, feel free to send them to me, and I will happily use them. And honestly, I'm surprised they found out about the manure bomb. Really? Who knew it would smell so bad? No, it's certainly not I. It's you know, just a bunch of manure in a pub. At least we know if you poison someone with wine and then shoot them with a bunch of arrows, probably going to wind up dead. That's a handy thing to know. We're not even helping that siege, are we? Can we attach them? Then we can't. Okay. Back to Verona, or Nassau then. And is that still mine too? It is. And he actually likes me. I may have finally defeated the Gelrian craziness that was going on. Who knows? Could possibly have happened. Alright guys, so that looks to be it for the comments. Thanks again for leaving all those. Thoroughly enjoyed reading them. And yeah, Blowfly, I really do wish I had the Rome DLC, because then I could put your retainer knowledge to good use. But as it is, can't do a thing about it, so thanks anyway. Yes, there we go. Still the best bet. You're not training anybody? Oh, you're gonna be just perfect. So who is it? Zygmunt. Here we go. And yes, obviously you. Thank you, my dear. Okay, well, I will be back with some more exciting, interesting news. Alright guys, so now that we're the Emperor and we got some money kicking around after the creation of the Kingdom of the Bavarian title, we're going to go ahead and hold a grand tournament. I've sent forth messengers around the realm to spread the word that a grand tournament will be held. The tournament begins soon. Glorious! So this will be a fun time for the Empire, I'm fairly certain. Apparently we're lacking some funds. We should be able to bounce back, I would imagine. Looks like we are. Yes, yes, thank you, thank you. So I'm guessing all the nobles of the land shall, deedpolled. Yay, new babies! It is time to let the tournament begin, and for the next 2 months, let all show their martial brilliance. This is the time. Oops. No sense in pausing it when this is the time, I suppose. Go. Bohemia! Come on, Ruprecht. Get your freaking ducks in a row here and work on that, alright? I guess we've got the Imperial Army that can come to Prague and help you. My liege, your guest, Count Volkard of Lune, has tragically been killed during the tournament. Oh dear. Well, you know, that's most unfortunate. And in an interesting turn of events, Eckhard von Babenberg has been crowned the winner of my grand tournament. He truly deserves it. Heir to the barony of Muden. That's exciting. Good work, von Babenberg. A little bit. No, look at that. Didn't even wind up being inbred. Although she is also engaged to another Babenberg. That side of the family tree is becoming really more of a bush. So, Sighard Salien's bravery won him 2nd place in my grand tournament. Most valiant performance indeed, Sighard. And Balderic von Vlaanderen has fought his way to 3rd place. Excellent work. Looks like some usurping of titles has been going on here. That's fine. Gotthard von Holstein has tragically been wounded. Most unfortunate. And Herbert has been tragically wounded. Berta, you need an education. The tournament is over. Whoa, that's a lot of people who like me slightly more. That's pretty handy. Let's see, Marshall. Otto! Educate. My dear daughter Berta? Oh, nope. Not a daughter, just a kinswoman. There we go. Ah, Michael died in a suspicious accident. Oh dear. That's okay. Well, this is nice. Now that I'm the Emperor, I've got quite a lot in the way of good oh jeez. Advisors. Sure, that seems right to me. Good advisors. Excellent. Actually, I'll really get used to being called Your Imperial Highness. That's pretty cool. No! My dear. And I noticed one thing that I forgot to do was actually change Crown Authority to the Kingdom of Bavaria. It was actually still on medium. So I popped it up to high. And hopefully within 10 years we'll be able to convince people that it's good to allow me to rule that directly without the need for Gavelkind. The unfortunate thing is it depends on vassals. And because the Holy Roman Empire is indeed so large, that not only are some fighting, but also a few of them don't like me. And I think that's playing into it. So I've got a little bit of work to do there to just increase them and make them realize that I'm an okay guy. The church wants to organize a miracle play for a local saint in our domain. They seem to feel that it should fall on our shoulders to pay for it. We're not that rich at the moment. And, you know, we're not exactly the most pious ruler. We really just care about, you know, having our names recorded in history. So if the church wants it, cool, I'm not going to stop it, but you gotta pay. Alright? The Holy Roman Empire isn't a play-providing organization. We don't care about entertainment. Oh dear. Okay, Martin. Have at her. You're the next in line. And yeah, that looks like it's slipping. What can I do? Why do you hate me so? Quite a lot of reasons, actually. Damn. I mean, that'll help. Alright? We're still not a big fan of her, but at least she's slowly coming around. So hopefully we can convince her that, you know what, things are going to be okay. And it is indeed this Duke who's going to take the Holy Roman Emperor title, which is not cool, considering, you know, if good old Sighart here were to die tomorrow, things wouldn't be all that great when it comes to Ruprecht here and his ability to rule. But that's exciting, though. We'll get the claims together. So he'll be the King of Bavaria, and also have a claim on the Duchy of Bavaria, which will probably wind up pressing in a glorious war that will see victory go to the Austrians. I hope. I mean, I don't know. Bavaria is a pretty developed land compared to what I've got, because I haven't really been paying attention to that aspect, really. Yes. Glorious. And actually, it won't even be my heir, it'll be the son of this. So it's going to be a little while before we can press a claim onto Bavaria. But we'll keep it up. Alright, back with something interesting. Alright, so if we take a look here, Duke Ludwig II here of Triol, he's becoming a bit too popular. In fact, Ruprecht here is dropping, and it looks like support is going into Ludwig, which is not good. So, I'm very tempted to, with an 84% chance success rate, to to go ahead and just yank him, you know? Just toss him in prison. And then remove, I'm thinking, the duchy title. So that it'll go to me as well, and that means my son. Because thankfully the duke titles transfer down with the king title. So he will be the King of Bavaria, the Duke of Austria and Triol. Which I think has a nice ring to it. So let's go ahead and do that. Glorious! Revoke a title, the Duchy of Triol. 100 prestige, that's fine. And I don't really care about his opinion of me. Dropping the opinion of the vassals, that's kind of a concern. We've got, obviously, quite a few vassals. If I could get to that tab. Come along. Erg, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Seriously, am I blind? There we go. I'm absolutely blind. So obviously there's not many of them who aren't a big fan of me, but basically, well, we're not adding that many more if I do this, and then I gain another title. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. So now I should be the Holy Roman Empire Emperor, the King of Bavaria, the Duke of Austria and Triol, and then the Count of a bunch of other places. Along with a weak claim on the Barony of Claw, but that doesn't really matter. Ooh. Ooh. Brunhilde. Bavarian. Lovely. But we most certainly will appoint my heir. Which is dangerous, maybe. You know, he might plot to end my life a bit sooner. If he does, it won't work to his favor. A murmur was heard through the room when I judged the felon to death. It was a just sentence, if perhaps a bit harsh. You got it coming. Don't steal bread from the Emperor. I mean, if Star Wars taught us anything, it's that emperors can be dicks. That kind of just goes with the title, right? In my humble opinion, anyway. And I like to learn most of my life lessons from Star Wars, so... I guess now we could just be like, okay, we're gonna release you. Banishing him might not be a bad idea. Although, more... 70 gold, eh? Okay, there we go. Pay up. Pay up. Imperial coffers. Boom. There we go. And, I mean, the dude hates me now, but he's just a count. So, what do I care? Right? We'll improve... send a gift. That's what we'll do. Look at that. So you've got no allies now, buddy. Buddy boy, nobody cares. You're just a lone Count of Innsbruck. As it should be. Blast! No, it's too soon! It's too soon! Kaiser the Second. This is Kaiser the Second. Kaiser Sigurd II fell asleep at the age of 68. He died a natural death. Long live King Ruprecht I! Alright, so we can see all of the lost titles, which is a pain in the ass. Martin there got it. Got the Holy Roman Empire title, okay. And then Passau's gone, Zneumo's gone, Steiermark's gone, and Karten's gone. So be it. So, if we go ahead... This is where it gets kind of difficult to see. Because unfortunately, he's just... Karten's gone. It's... Goodbye, gone. It's not in the Kingdom of Bavaria. Apparently. I thought it was. It certainly looks like it is. But apparently not. So whatever. That's cool. That's fine. The trick here is, of course... that now basically I am a king with Austria. That's my holding. So if we take a look at the claims I've got, or the titles I've got, King of Bavaria, Duke of Austrian Triol, and the Count of Österreich. We've got a very strong claim on the Imperial Crown, and then still the weak claim on Claw, which I'm not going to bother pressing, so we can just get rid of that, which will be fine. I'm okay with that. The issue, obviously at stake, is me wanting these lands, right? Now, because they were given via, you know, Gavelkind, I can't do anything about it. So I'm going to have to build those claims and claim them myself, taking them away from my poor brothers who have everything. Yeah. So that's going to be a little frustrating, as we'll appoint my chancellors and my spy master. Okay. Build a spy network and improve diplomatic relations again with Bohemia. Why not? The only other king, so that just makes sense to me. So yeah, that's weird, eh? So Crane became a vassal of mine, right? Carton isn't, although I bet I might be able to do something about that. But the scary thing is, I mean, the Duke of Bavaria has more land than me, right? So that's frustrating. The actual king here is going to be difficult for me to keep a hold of my title. Pick an ambition. What do we need? We need some diplomacy. Very good spy, but that's about it. And it doesn't look like... Oh, great. My wife is a lazy idiot. That's what she's going to become. Brynhilde von Witzelbach won't be very useful to me at all. Lovely. Oh well. Now, I'm going to take this game to January the 1st, 2050. I figure that's probably a good spot to leave. At the... Ooh. Yes, please. If we can regain the Imperial title, I am A-okay with that. And at least I'm 16. I'm a very, very young king. So... Really, Kaiser? Absolute authority, eh? You're gonna just ignore that. We'll see if he's actually able to get support for that. I have a feeling he won't. But, we'll see. We'll see. And, wow. Prince Arnulf there looks to be the most popular candidate by a long shot. I'm still keeping my selection as myself. So we haven't ruled, and vassals do have a negative opinion of me. Probably the one my father imprisoned, I would bet. Let's just take a look at that. Take a look at what vassals I'm going to have to butter up. Every single one of them. Basically. We're okay with Starmark and Zneumo. So those two brothers, that's fine. The heir, my brother doesn't seem to like me. I guess because he's the heir, so he's like, I can do a better job. And at least I guess then Passau and Österreich would be ruled by the same person. Step in the right direction. But, yeah, so I'm going to leave it there for now. I think that's a good idea. Save the game. Austria. Thank you very much. So, thumbs up if you have enjoyed this video. Leave your comments, questions, concerns, thoughts, jokes, musings, what have you below. Thank you all very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.